It's dripping everywhere.
Okay.
Fully trying to take a shot.
Whoop. Phenomenal.
That tasted actually really bad.
No, that was really good.
You liked it?
You made it, babe.
That was our first cherry
Phenomenal.
bomb. My name's Annabel. Hey, what the fuck's up?
I'm Catherine. Hi.
And this is the Playgirl Playbook. First episode.
Our first episode.
Like, what the fuck is going
I
on?
know.
What are we doing?
I'm excited.
So, Catherine, what is a Playgirl? Like, let's get into it. Like, what the fuck
Okay.
are we even doing here?
Let's be so fucking for real for a second. A playgirl is basically the it girl. It's a girl that gets whatever the fuck she wants. She knows how to get what she wants.
When she wants it.
When she wants it.
Yeah. You walk into a room, you own it.
Yes.
All eyes on you, baby.
All eyes on you.
That's exactly what this show is about.
Star of the show.
Star of the motherfucking
Turning
show.
heads.
Literally, NFL athlete begging for you.
Begging.
Begging. On their knees, begging. There's a story about that later on.
Oh my God, I'm going to get so much shit. You are.
Basically, you're the hot bitch. You know what you want. You get what you want.
Yep.
And this is the fucking playbook of how to do it.
Yes.
But like, first, I know people are going to be like, who are these girls?
Who the fuck? Nobody knows who the fuck we are, and that's okay.
We're like nobodies.
We're nobodies.
But we have a lot of fun. We have a fucking crazy life.
We really do.
So we're basically like, to kind of explain like our friendship, like we are literally the duo that is never separated. Like literally,
no,
like
where Annabelle is, Catherine is, or Catherine is, Annabelle
I am
is.
right there.
Like the same doctor as well.
Oh, key point.
Iconic. What? You can't be best friends and not have the same surgeon.
Literal same surgeon.
Come on now.
Also, just want to give myself a round of applause because I fully just went through surgery.
You did.
And I came out the other side.
like literally a month ago.
The cherries are cherrying, and when I say that, I'm grabbing my titties.
Yes.
The cherries be cherrying.
They look so good.
They're
I'm so happy you finally
nice
did
and
it.
fresh and
Yes.
plump and juicy. Oh my god, they're literally fucking hard rocks. I was saying they're plump and juicy. They actually are like solid rocks.
It
on my
literally
chest.
reminds me of Mean Girls whenever her mom gets her boobs done and she's like, come here. And she like gives her a hug and it makes like
That sound.
the toy
That sound
sound, like the
effect.
squeaky sound. That's fully Annabelle right now.
Fully me.
Yes.
And it's funny because I went like the first night that we went out. So we went out recently and it was like my boob celebration, right? So it was like first time going out with tits.
I love the first night out.
The first night out was actually so
Iconic.
much fun.
I know, I
Like,
loved
I will
it.
never forget that. Even though she fully is telling someone right now that she was like,
What?
you fully told that guy that you met at the bar that you're like, no, I'm such a homebody. And she tells me this after she was talking to the guy, and I fucking nearly pissed my pants because I was like, Catherine, you're the opposite of a homebody. We were literally at a bar the other weekend that didn't have a fucking section. And everyone else, like the whole bar is in this one area. They're all dancing. They're all having a good time. And then Catherine and I just keep finding ourselves on this elevated area that's by the bar.
It's a platform.
4 feet by 8 feet. Like it's literally
Tiny.
minuscule. It's where everyone's ordering drinks. And I looked at her and I was like, why the fuck do we keep ending up on this platform? And I go, wait, it's the only elevated surface of this bar.
Literally. Because literally your boyfriend was like, why don't you guys go dance? Like, go to the dance floor. Like, go have fun. And we're like, no, we're good here.
We belong in a section.
We belong. This is our section, even though it's not a section.
Even though it's literally not a section, we look like probably fucking losers.
No,
literally the whole bar can see us just standing
we were just
weirdly
standing there. But like the dance floor is gross. Like it's sweaty.
It was sweaty. It's warm. Oh.
Like there's other people. I'm like, I want to be separated. I want to be my own little space. Like
We
I
need
don't
to be
want
seen.
I don't want anybody to touch me. I'm like, I'm good over here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And like, don't get me wrong, I like going into like the crowd and like having a good time, but
Do
then
we?
I need to leave.
Do we?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like being like in the thick of it.
I
Like,
like sitting, honestly.
you're such a sitter at a bar.
I love to sit.
No, Catherine will always be the one fucking sitting. I'm the one that I'm like, no, I'm up and dancing.
No.
Like, you just wear heels that are uncomfortable. I don't.
Facts.
I wear
you're a
comfortable-
platform girly. I'm a 5'4" stiletto girl.
I'm honestly a boot girly.
You love a
I
boot.
love a boot. I love
you
a
love
boot with
no,
a heel.
you love a fucking sneaker is what you love.
I don't wear sneakers at the fucking bar.
Okay, but you're a sneaker girly.
Okay, in every day. Okay, no, shut the fuck up. In daylight, yes, I wear sneakers because guess what? You made fun of my toes for years, and so now I have a weird complex about my fucking fucking toes.
I mean,
because she told me I had bridge to terabithia toes.
She does.
I did.
She did.
Now I get pedicures.
Thank you. I had to convince this girl to get pedicures.
I was a dancer for fucking like 18 years. My feet are a little mangled, hence why I'm wearing socks. If you're looking at the video, they're always covered because this bitch, literally, anytime we would go to the pool and I would like wear flip flops, she'd be like,
give her shit every time.
She'd be like, your toes compared to my toes are really embarrassing. And I'd be like, well, I just go jump off the fucking building.
Toes
then.
are everything.
They're not. They mean nothing.
I've heard men being like, oh, you can tell if she paints her own toes. Like that's a turn off to a lot of guys. I've heard it.
Who the fuck?
It's like the whole like white toenails thing that's going on right now. Like a lot of people are saying like on TikTok, like, oh, if a girl has white toes, like you know what that means. Like
what the fuck does that mean?
It means that basically she's a hoe. Like she's outside. You've never heard that? No, that's fully a thing. It's all over my For You page.
TikTok algorithm is weirdly on toe theory. No, literally nail theory and toe theory is like, you came to me a few months ago and you were like, if you have blue nails, that means you're wifed up. And so you had blue nails.
I had blue nails for months.
Psychotic.
And I was willing to do it. I was so happy to be a wife.
fucking psychotic.
Sign me up. I don't even like the color blue.
And so this is basically the perfect time for us to be starting something like this because what just happened to you, friend?
So I thought I was about to basically get married. I threw in the towel. I was like, you know what? This is my person. I never want to be single ever again. Love of my life. And it was a done deal for me. I was like, yep, this is it. Made a complete 180 turn.
And then.
So it's very messy.
For context, she also lives in the same building as her ex.
Let's talk about that. So
yeah, where we're sitting right now.
We're all under the same roof. We love that for me.
Ooh, that fact is painful.
So that's why I'm like, I just can't get away from you. You know what I mean? And also, I'm just a love a girl at heart. Like, I don't want to be single. I don't want to be out on the streets. They're scary. They're terrifying.
You've been on the streets for a fucking while,
and
babe.
I'm over it. Like I've had my time. I've done my time, and I'm over it.
It's like a fucking prison sentence. You're like,
I've done my time.
I literally paid my dues.
I've paid my dues.
I wore the orange jumpsuit
yes,
in the fucking
I wore
streets,
the orange jumpsuit. So I'm over it. But also, even whenever I was dating around, the dating pool, especially in today's generation, is pure shit.
It's shit.
And trying to find a man that wants to be in a full committed relationship is impossible.
Dating life is a question mark.
Dating life is a question mark at the moment.
The ring is still missing from my finger.
The ring is missing. So
the fat ass rock is not rocking right now.
The rock is not rocking. I will fully go on to that another time. Basically thought my life was going one way and now it's not. And now it's just in complete shambles and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
And that's really relatable.
Very.
Because I worked at the Unwell Network recently. So I was Alex Earl's producer, worked like with Call Her Daddy, like all those shows. And then since we have since parted ways. And so my life did a full fucking 180.
Absolutely.
Very recently as well. And we both went through this like catastrophe of like
at the
earthquakes,
exact same time,
like within a month span of each other.
Yes,
right.
Yeah. So
it's like, why the fuck not? Let's share our knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, while we're in shambles, let's make everyone else not in shambles.
Exactly.
So I hope you like our my non-outfit change, but your outfit change.
I did change.
We fully stopped recording because we had to go do some other things, and now we're back a different day.
We're just chaotic. Just deal with it.
Chaos is very
just
real.
Deal with it. It's us.
Anyway, the one thing getting us through right now is the fact that like we still know how to fucking finesse a room,
we
a
do.
person, a situation. So
love it.
On that note, Catherine literally the other day to me, this is some of the best advice I think you've given me.
Oh my God. What was it? What did I say?
A few weekends back, having a bad time, like depression is like creeping back in a little bit again. And I was just like in a funk, in a mood. And you were like, Annabel, I've been here. I know what you're going through. Like, I get it. Do you know what I tell myself? when I'm going through this situation.
Oh my God, I remember what I said.
Like, Catherine, what? Like, I'm waiting for like the most profound thing. I'm waiting for some serious Buddha shit. Like, I'm ready for you to enlighten me into how to get through the dark times. You go, Annabelle, at least you're still hot while going through this.
Yes.
You're like, at least you're still hot. You could be ugly.
You could be ugly.
And going through the same
And
thing.
going through the same thing, but at least you're hot. And I kid you not, you were in such a better mood after I said that. Were you not?
It so fucking worked.
It
in
works.
the weirdest way. And it shouldn't have.
No, it's so worse.
And I literally was like, you know what? You're fucking right.
Like, you're hot, you're a bad bitch. Sometimes if you're like down in the like dumps, you just have to remember who the fuck you are. You have to be like, hold on, I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah.
I look fucking great.
Yes.
Life isn't that bad. Like,
It isn't that fucking bad.
if you put it into a different perspective, like, it could be way worse.
you could be ugly.
You could be ugly.
And going through the same thing. No, dude, that was so fucking funny. And like, it's just like such a testament to our friendship and how we've hyped each other up over the years of like, knock it off. Like, knock it off. Like, you're fine.
Yes.
You will be okay.
You will be okay.
You were the baddest bitch alive. And so that's when we first became friends. That was one of the first things that like really I was like, obsessed about, because like whenever we went out together, we just have the most chaotic but like bad bitch energy.
Yes. I love it.
It's so iconic. But the first time that we had a girls trip, I feel like is the absolute like pinnacle of that. Like absolute definition of us being like, we're gonna finesse this lifestyle. Like, we're gonna do all this.
You really, I feel like you learn a lot about girls on girls trips. Like the girls that you go with on girls trips, it either like makes it or breaks it. Like you either get into like bunch of fights or you like come back like stronger than ever.
And the first girls trip, there's pressure. Oh my God, it's nerve-wracking.
It is.
It's like, am I gonna hate you? Am I gonna fucking hate you after this?
Yeah. Or are we going to be like best of friends after?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it could go either way.
No, it really can. So Miami, that's where we went for your birthday.
For my birthday.
Wow. This is like a little while back. And you were talking to this guy at the time.
I was. This was like, what, 2 years ago? Yeah.
Something like that.
He was living in Miami. And I was like, hey, like, we're going to go down to Miami. Like, we want to go to this place and this place. And he was like, hey, don't worry about it. I got you. He said he booked our flight for us, booked our hotel, booked everything. We didn't have to worry about a thing. And I was like, great. Perfect. Sounds good.
Except the one little detail she's forgetting kindly to leave out is that you FaceTimed once or twice.
Like once or twice. Like, I don't even think I've met this guy.
So let me be so fucking for real right now. Do not ever go on a trip with somebody that doesn't have at least one mutual.
No.
One mutual is required. We didn't have that.
No mutuals.
So there was this FaceTime or two FaceTimes that we were like, the red flags are slightly waving. But hear me out. It could still be really fun.
It could still be fun.
It could still be really a good time.
And it's also free.
And it's free. So like, beggars can't be choosers here.
Exactly.
So we're going to just, we're going to put red glasses on, just see red the whole fucking weekend and move on with our lives. So we go, book our trip. And one of his key details was like, oh, I'm going to pick you guys up when you land.
Yes.
And it's going to be in this, oh my God, it was a red Lambo. We should have known. Oh my God. Also, it's literally red, like a red flag. Like,
no, I know.
His car was the
His car was the red flag.
Motherfucker. Oh, well. So then we get there with our literal loads of bags. We walk outside. Sure as shit. We're just going to call this guy Mr. No-Show.
Oh, definitely a no-show.
Definitely a no-show. So Mr. No-Show, if you could have guessed it, didn't show up to the airport. Nope. Didn't show up. But we were like, you know what? It's fine. He's probably hungover.
Yeah, he's probably hungover. Well, let's just give him a little bit. Yeah. So I'm calling him, texted him, just left undelivered. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. This guy, he's not going to pick us up. Maybe he's just drunk from the night before still. Let's just get an Uber to the hotel. Maybe he'll call us then. Then what happens?
We walk in. Our names. Give our names. Not under that. Okay.
Got it.
Give Mr. No-Show's name. Not under that as well.
Not under that.
We said, oh, oh no.
Uh-huh.
We're properly
fucked.
So then Catherine comes up and she's like, no, like, I swear,
Yes.
we have a room booked. Like, please check again. The lady at the front desk was like,
No, I'm so sorry.
Sweethearts, I'm so sorry. Like,
Also, why was I so stupid at the time to not even ask for a confirmation number or like an email saying that this is our room? Like, none of that. He was just like, oh, you have the suite at this hotel, like X, Y, and Z. I was like, great. Why didn't I ask for proof?
I think we heard free and said, great.
We're in.
So another lesson learned is like, don't take anything men say for shit.
No, do not
For
trust them.
Shit. No. So then we had to take matters into our own hands. And like, this was like the turning point, I feel like, of our trip, because we were like, we can either go back and, you know, be really upset, be really frustrated. Like, we can like let this get us down, or hear me out. We finesse another situation.
Absolutely.
So what do the Playgirls fucking do? We go to a bar.
Yep.
We pick our sorry asses up. We said, great, we got really played.
Mm-hmm.
Really fucking played.
I literally Google nearest bar.
Yep.
And we go there with our huge 80-pound suitcases,
Yep.
carry-ons, the whole shebang. We're in our
Yep.
sweatpants from the airport. We're like, we don't care. We're going to make the best of this. So we literally go to the nearest bar,
Touch up our makeup.
touch up our makeup.
Change into hot ass sexy little outfits, got our mini dress, got our heels, touch up our makeup.
Yes.
All of that. We step out, new women.
New
We're
women.
Like, new lease on life. We're like, we turned this trip around.
Yes.
Like,
I think my favorite part about it too is that I still had my spray tan on from the day before.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go on a trip, I get a spray tan the night before because I like to let it marinate on the plane, and then I shower
Like
once
a
I
good
get to the
steak.
hotel. Like a good steak. I just like to let it marinate, and then I shower once I get there because it stays longer the longer you keep it on. So
Yes.
I still had my full spray tan on.
we reeked.
We reeked a spray tan.
smelled
If you've
bad.
ever gotten a spray tan and left it on for too long, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we looked great.
Looked
We
phenomenal.
had to drench ourselves in perfume, but we looked great.
Just don't get more than like 10 inches close to us. Like, have a
Yes.
little warning sign because we will smell.
Yes.
Like a weird mixture of bad coconut, off-brand coconut.
like dirty laundry and coconuts.
And so we were like, fine, we're gonna finesse the fucking life out of this party. Like, we're hot as fuck. Let's go mingle.
Yep.
Let's make the best of this
And
situation.
you're a mingler, so I'm like, go ahead, girlfriend. You do your thing.
I am Little Miss Mingle.
You are.
And so we walk out, and this guy walks up to us pretty much immediately, which, thank God.
Before we even got to the bar, he like grabbed us, pulled us aside.
As he fucking should, as he should for Playgirls. So we're walking up, pulls us aside. He's like, oh, you know, like, what's going on? Like, how's your, like, what are you doing this weekend? Just like chit chat. And I said, great. Let's get into this one. So then I'm just like, you know, bantering back and forth with the guy. And then I'm like, oh, but you know what really sucks? We're kind of homeless right now. Like, we don't have a hotel room.
We're homeless.
And he, you know, I could have had more tact about it, but I was like, fuck it, this is kind of fucking funny, honestly. So he was like, oh my God, like, are you guys okay?
And
I
we're
was
like, no, we're not.
no. Everything that this man told us, I said, her boyfriend, I literally fully lie, said her boyfriend
That I've never met.
that you've never met. I was like, he fully just like left us at the airport, left us at the hotel. Everything that was booked for us this weekend
We're
like was a
stranded.
lie. Like, we have nowhere to stay. Bats eyeballs like 7 times. The guy's like, oh, hold on, like, I actually know he was basically friends with the promoter. I mean, not even a promoter, like owned a lot of clubs in Miami. And so he's like, actually, I know this guy that might be able to hook you guys up. I said, that'd be great.
Great.
Let us know, kind
Let us
sir.
know. That'd be awesome.
That'd
Thank you
be
so much.
so
That'd be really
wonderful.
awesome.
Meanwhile, we're like hitting each other. It's like that
Yes.
video where it's
Like-
literally that. So he goes out, takes a phone call, comes back in, and he's like, actually, you guys, we want to show you a better form of Miami. My friend, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's going to take care of you guys this whole weekend. Like,
We were like, great. Thank you so much.
so we finessed a whole ass hotel room. No strings attached, nothing weird like that. Like, literally, these guys just wanted us to like Miami more, and for some reason decided to be fucking good guys that day.
Yes.
And I said, great, I'm gonna take that and run with it.
It was literally less than an hour after we found out we didn't
Yes.
have a room too. It was like such a quick turnaround, and I was like, and that's how it's done.
That's how a playgirl do it.
Yes.
That's how we do it. And then we went out that night. Literally, they had a section for us, but the way of getting into the bar was crazy.
Oh my God. Literally, so this is what happened. I was on the phone with this guy, the guy that set us up with like the room and everything. And I was like, hey, we just got to the club. Like, where do you want us to go in at? Like, where do you want us to meet you? And he was like, meet me at the back door.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, great. We've never been to this club before. And we go into this back alley. And I'm like, oh, this seems a little sus, but I guess it seems right. And so I'm on the phone with him and I'm like, okay, I think we're here. Like, we're at this back door in this dark alley. It literally looks like we're about to get kidnapped. And he was like, no, that's right. I'll be there in a second. And I was like, great. And so he literally pulls up in an all blacked out G-Wagon, gets out, is in a full suit, and has like a thick accent. And I'm like, hold on. This is not the same guy that we met earlier.
You didn't look like this or sound like this earlier. I'm confused.
And he walks up to us and he's like, Annabel, Catherine? And we were like, yep. Yeah. And he's like, come with me. And then we were like, okay. But we just went with it. We were like, this seems reliable.
Concerning we did that. Like,
concerning.
Again, but this is what I'm saying. Like, when you have that girlfriend that will just run with it, run into potential probable danger, like, it's fun.
It's
like,
fun.
We both were like, wow, like, we're both running with this bit still. We're still going with it. Like, okay.
I mean, it was all blacked out G-Wagon. I was like, all right, I guess I can trust him.
Can't be too sus. You won't kidnap me, sir. You're in a G-Wagon.
You're in a G-Wagon. I trust you.
Last I read, kidnappers don't drive these cars.
No, they don't. They drive big, white, sketchy vans, and he wasn't in that, so I trusted him.
You didn't show up dangling candy in my face.
No. So then he leads us. A different kind of candy. And it was pink. So
we follow this man. We follow this man down another dark alleyway, and we're like, we're fucking dying tonight. Like, this is so sketch.
Yes.
But then we hear slowly, and it grows louder and louder. We hear the and Catherine and I are like,
we're like, yep, this is
happening.
we're right
It's
where
happening.
we're supposed to be.
We're finally getting into, like, not a horrible situation. We've made it. The finish line is near.
Yes.
So we then get out onto, like, the club dance floor, and then they put us in the fucking section with Marshmallow.
It wasn't even a section. It was just like the booth. It was great.
It was so good.
Yes.
They bring out our bottles, whole fucking, like, displays. Catherine and I had a blast, like, dance the night away.
It was so fun.
And then, not even shitting you, after this they take us to a after party. Like, we'll take you. I said, great.
We will be doing that.
We'll be doing that with you.
Yes.
So we then do that, and we go and we show up at this after party not really knowing much about it.
We were just like, we're here.
And then there's, like, security everywhere. There's all of this security detail. There's a doorman. There's like a whole entranceway. There's photographers. And we were like, where the fuck are we? And eventually come to find out, because we keep seeing, like, we know you're a celebrity.
Yeah, we keep seeing, we're like,
celebrity.
we're, okay, got it. We know all of these people.
But they don't know us.
But they don't know us.
We're nobody.
No,
And
literally.
they're, like, famous people, and we're like, ooh,
We're like, where are we?
Belong here. Come to find out that we actually were at a rapper's fucking after party. We went from being homeless to, like, this incredible celebrity-filled after party. 12 hours.
12 hours. It took us 12 hours.
Like, that's a fucking record.
No,
Like, if I had a
literally.
stopwatch, I'm like, damn, that was actually kind of impressive.
It was great.
And all on our first girls trip. And that's, I think, the best bit about it is, like, we knew each other, but not, like, that well.
It was like less than a year in. Like,
No,
we
I
knew each
know.
other at the time. And it was so fun.
So the trip was crazy, and I'm sure we'll have more stories about it
I know.
in coming episodes. But no, I mean, that is, like, proof that, like, when you find another Playgirl, you can finesse anything.
Absolutely anything.
Anything. And we're here to tell you, bitches, how to fucking do it too.
Absolutely.
There we are. And so with that, let's get into a segment we're gonna call Plays of the Week.
Plays of the week.
Plays of the Week.
Plays of the week. oh yeah.
Wait, the Hannah Montana. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, oh yeah.
That was actually kind of good.
Okay.
Why did I like that?
Okay.
Am I getting serenaded right now?
Put as my ringtone.
Ooh, I'd put that as my ringtone. 500%. So the play of this week is actually something we like to call the look and hook.
Oh, the look and hook, a classic.
And you're probably wondering, what the fuck is that? Like, what is that?
What is it? Tell me about it, Annabelle.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't know. Why
Yeah.
would you? It's the first episode. Hold on to your fucking pants. Jesus Christ.
I'm holding.
Hold them. So
Texas
the
hold 'em.
This ain't Texas. Woo! Hold 'em. Yeah. Anyway, so the look and hook is a classic move that you need to learn how to make with your girlfriend. So let's set the fucking scene. Let's set the fucking scene. What is your fucking drunk name?
Carmen.
Carmen. What's mine?
Amber.
Right. So let's say Carmen and Amber, not us, our alter egos, go to a bar. And they're at this bar. They're trying to get these guys to get them drinks. Or they're trying to get some cute guy that they've spotted to come talk to them. The guy group, the hot guy group. They're like, how do we get them? I want
That
them.
one.
I want
That one.
blue shirt. That one. And so this is how you do it, ladies. This is how you fucking finesse it. So the look, that's Catherine. Take it away. What do you do?
Oh, so you just gotta give them a little look, little side eye, but you gotta look away like you don't care. Just give them a little up, down, look away. And you gotta squint a little bit, like kind of give them like a siren eye. Just be like, and just look away. Act like you don't give a shit, because then they're gonna be like, oh, like, what was that? And it leaves them look confused.
Yes.
Because men are stupid.
B-brain.
B-brain. Sometimes you gotta do
Eventually-
a little mouth thing too. You gotta be like,
You do. Your lips speak volumes. Like,
They
your lips are another
do.
fucking language.
I don't even know how to describe it.
No, it's literally a mouth wiggle, but that sounds so unattractive. And it's actually, it's hot.
No, it's hot.
No, it's hot.
Yep.
No, I don't know how to describe it beside a mouth wiggle.
It's like a
I'd
like a-
eat you up, bitch.
you gotta give like a little side smile, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" You just gotta leave them confused, and then just walk away.
If you're not following, just move your mouth in a weird enough way that they're confused.
They're
What the fuck
confused.
you're doing.
They're like, "What was that?"
Is she hot or does she have a problem?
Or is she just fucking weird? Men love the crazy, though. I gotta say, they love the crazy.
Feeds into the crazy a little bit.
Yep.
Anyway,
Okay.
so once the look is initiated, and that can happen a few times, let it breathe. Let her simmer for a little
Let
bit.
it cook.
Let it cook.
Yes.
Let it cook. So then, once you successfully commit the look, they come crawling over. And then it's the hook's turn. The baton is passed. I will take that.
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Dink. On my shoulders now, bitch. So then I will take the baton, and basically you then hand it to the chatty one. So the look is basically the one with the siren eyes, the one that's like the little flirt from across the room. So then the hook is absolutely the person who's like, I will chat to anyone. Like, I will just like make you fall in love with
That's
me.
you.
That's me. That's my specialty. So then I will just chit chat about your life. I'll find out about your mom, your dog, your sister, the brother you wish you had but never did. Like, I will fucking know everything. And
Ex-girlfriend twice removed, 3 times removed.
I know it all. I know it all, bitch. I know your whole dating history by the time that you leave our presence.
Yep.
No, and so it's like such an iconic move of having this baton pass of like one does one thing, then the other does the other.
Yes.
Because then it takes the pressure off of both
Of you. It's like you have
Yes.
to compliment each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So learn to finesse what you want using each other's strengths. It's like the Clifton Strengths test. Like,
No,
it's
literally.
Like the test you take in school.
Literally.
And it's like Playbook tells you how.
It works every time,
But it
though.
works so fucking
It's
well.
I can't think of one time where it didn't, like,
It always
get
works.
them. You know what I mean? They just come crawling.
They come crawling. We're like the fishing line.
No, literally.
They have no help. They'll have no help with you guys when you follow the fucking playbook. Yes. So that's our move. That's our play of the week. And that's how we finesse a lot of that shit in Miami.
Oh my God.
So we finessed like the whole weekend.
The whole weekend.
We looked and hooked it all the way up, baby. And like you're probably thinking like, wow, this is a lot of strategy that goes into this. And it is.
Oh, it's down to a science. It is a science.
Absolutely.
Like, open your fucking textbook and read it.
Wait. Open your fucking playbook.
Open your book and fucking read. It's down to a science.
Open to page 1. Everyone, page 1 with us now. That is our play of the week this week, which then gets us into also Playgirl problems, which is how we're going to close this episode out.
Yes.
Which is usually, well, ideally, we're going to have y'all write in, but none of you fucking wrote in. How dare you?
How
dare you? I guess technically this didn't exist as of last week, but still.
You should have wrote in.
Should have written in.
Anyway, next week you better write in or else I will be coming for you.
And her look ain't gonna look so hot then.
No,
it's gonna be fire, flames.
I have a crazy side.
Oh, you do. Oh, you do, baby. All right.
Anyways, the first Playgirl problem. My boyfriend and I got into a fight at the bar recently, and he stormed off, leaving me crying and in a bar downtown alone. Tragic. I've been there, girl. I get it. I called him 82 times nonstop. He finally answered, calling me a dumbass bitch and a hoe. I then had to pay our whole bar tab. What would you do? I want to be with this person, but I don't know anymore. ...
First of all, don't be with this person. Like, don't fucking do that.
Don't. He sounds like a fucking asshole. Here's my takeaway. Never call a man more than twice. You calling him 82 times? He's obviously seen your calls. Now he's just looking at his phone being like, oh, this bitch again.
And he obviously like has zero respect for you.
Zero respect for you.
Zilch. The writing's on the fucking wall, bitch. It is on the wall.
So he obviously doesn't respect you. So why would you want to be with a man that doesn't respect you?
And ditches you.
And makes you pay for the whole bar tab? Leave him. Just paying for the bar tab alone, but then all of this stuff on top of that?
Yeah, no, crazy.
No, babe.
My thing is like, sure, you know, he did you dirty and like you could, I just think, you know, take the high road. You could do that. You could be like, you know what? I'm going to leave you. You did all this shit. Me, I'm like, I think that's tire worthy. And by that, slash him. I think that's a good slasher. I think that might be time to bring out the crazy and be like, you piece of shit.
The hash slinging slasher. You don't know
SpongeBob?
Yes.
I don't know.
This bitch doesn't know a single SpongeBob reference, and it's killing me.
No, I didn't know that one. Yeah. No, it's like sometimes I'm like be the bigger person, but like also
but that's boring. Boring.
That's tire worthy.
And also, giving someone the benefit of the doubt doesn't benefit you; it only benefits them. So never do that.
Wow.
Think about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, he's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of
Leave.
shit. Move on.
Next question. Next man. Next question. Ooh, this is fun. Oh, and also, FYI, all of these questions, since you really didn't write in, are from Reddit. So thanks, Reddit, for sponsoring these questions.
Thanks, Reddit.
Thanks, babe. Okay, what are your favorite ride or die products? Products that you use and think, wow, I wish everyone knew how remarkable this thing is. It could be a light bulb, a pair of jeans, plant food. Sorry. Oh, this is really funny. Frozen pizza or any. Okay, basically, what the fuck is a product we like and Playgirls should use? Setting the scene. It's summertime. Oh, it's hot out there. And you know what that means? It's pool season, which means bikinis. Oh. That means like dental floss bikinis so little that like your ass crack is on display. And I love that kind of stuff, right? Well, here's the thing. When you're wearing quite literally nothing to a pool and you're out there and it's sizzling hot and you're drinking and all that jazz, the worst fucking feeling in the world is when you're at a pool party and you feel swollen, bloated,
worst.
And you're like, I swear to God, I look better than this, but I'm swollen like a beached motherfucking whale. I'm Shamu. Throw me back into the ocean. Like, that's the worst feeling. So Catherine and I have created a little cocktail, a little white powder cocktail.
But it is.
Literally, it hits summertime and we're like, wow, we know what time it is.
We know what time it is.
Miralax and
bloating
bloating pill
pills.
season, bitches. Like, it will slim you down. Your stomach will look better than it ever has before. Cleanse you right out. Do it the night before.
Night before.
You'll look like the skinny fucking hot ass legend that you are.
We call it the pool party pregame, and we do not go summer without it.
Yeah, it's iconic. All right, what's yours?
I love it. Mine, which I love and cannot live without.
Okay.
So if you're ever down bad and you're crying and you have somewhere to be the next day or the next morning or work, and you know how the morning after you wake up, after you're bawling your eyes out, and you wake up and your face is swollen as fuck, and you can't even open your eyeballs because they're swollen shut?
Yeah.
So there's a face roller. Put it in the fucking freezer. You wake up and you just ice roll your face. It will have you looking like you didn't almost want to kill yourself the night before.
Depression who?
Depression who?
Depression where?
We don't know her.
All I see is a snatched fucking
Snatched face. Ice roll your face for like 10 minutes. Sometimes I even fill an entire bucket full of ice water and will dunk my entire face into it multiple times, and it just takes down the swelling and you look snatched after that.
Catherine will call me, and like, especially when she was dating her ex, oh my fucking God. She would call me and she wouldn't even say a word. She'd just answer FaceTime and I'd be like, oh no. And she'd be like, guess what happened to me last night? And I'm like, what happened? And she's like, so-and-so, my ex, blah, 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 blah. And the whole story launches and I'm like, buddy, it was a bad night, buddy. And then she'll be like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Like my face looks
my
like
face
shit.
is swollen. We have X, Y, and Z to do today. Like, I'm fucked.
Yes.
And then she'll come over, snatched to all hell. And I'm like, where did it go?
Like, where did it go?
Where did it go?
Yes.
Ice roller.
Ice roller. You know who needed an ice roller so bad and should have fucking used one?
Who?
Kaylor on Love Island. Her face got so swollen as the episodes went on into the deeper of the season. She was so stressed out. I'm like, baby, you need that ice roller, honey. Your face is swollen.
It's not even like get a new man. It's like, just get an ice roller.
Get an ice roller.
Deal with the toxicity with an ice
Yes,
roller.
'cause who doesn't love a little toxic? I mean, it's kind of fun.
And on that note, our last question. Oh, closing time question.
Closing time.
Question. That song kills me because we never want to leave the bar.
I never want to leave.
So we close out. Anytime we go out, we literally close the bar down. And so that song is actually such a fucking trigger.
It's
for
so
me.
bad because we're like, let's just go for like one drink.
Just one drink.
Let's go out for one drink.
Yeah.
And then cut to it's 3 a.m.
Closing time is playing in the background, and we're like, fuck, we're like, more hour.
What happened? Where's the afters?
Another rapper's party.
Let's go.
Okay, so last question. When I go out with my college friends, I feel they judge me for how I look. Like, if I dress up sexy, they don't like that I'm more dressed than them.
Ew.
Oh, and they'll even make a few mean comments about how hard I'm trying. What should I do when my friends do this? Slap them. I'm kidding. Don't actually. Well,
I mean,
maybe take your corset off and just.
no, literally.
No, all seriousness. They fucking suck.
They suck.
They suck.
If you're friends with a girl and she, like, you're getting ready for a night out and she's like, why are you wearing that? Or like, you can't look better than me.
Yeah.
That's not a real friend. I'm sorry.
No.
Like, she
No.
wishes for your downfall. Like, your friends should hype each other up. They should be your biggest hype woman. Like,
You should want me to be
Hotter.
the hottest version of my fucking self. Like,
Yes.
be hotter than me. I beg of you.
I beg you.
Dress better than me. I beg you.
Yes. And if she's doing the opposite, she's not a real friend. Sorry. Goodbye.
Well, and one of your friends fucking did that to you, no?
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And we're not friends anymore.
Case in point.
And she viewed my TikTok the other day. Haven't seen her in years. Anyway, no, she was like that. Like, if I was like, hey, what's the vibe? What's the outfit vibe? Like, just casual, whatever. And I showed up even like slightly cute or slightly like I showed effort into my appearance, she'd be like, why are you wearing that? Or like, who do you have that on for?
Fuck right off.
And I'm like, okay.
me, bitch. I have it on for
me, for
motherfucker.
nobody. Like, sorry, I just want to look cute. Like, why the fuck are you dressed like that? Like, you should dress up more. Like, why do you look fucking ugly?
Turn the question. Actually, that's the advice. Turn it back on them and be like, why are you wearing ugly ass shit?
No, literally.
And like, if you're starting to dress out there more and like dress up sexy more or like show your titties more, like, I literally beg you, I want your titties. Put them in my face. I want to see them.
Literally.
I want to celebrate
I want
the
to
fact
see
they're so
them
big and out there. I love
Yes.
it. The cherries be cherrying and we support
Absolutely.
a fucking cherry pop out. That's what we support. So yes.
Get better friends.
Get better friends.
Sorry.
We go.
I'm sitting here mute as fuck.
On that note, we're going to close out this episode, y'all. So that was the first episode
So I
of the Playgirl fucking Playbook. And next week, we're actually going to get into, so obviously what we just talked about was, you know, Miami crazy finesse. Oh, baby. But next week, what we're going to talk about is a time that it didn't go so well for us. We did get on a yacht.
We did.
We did. But we quickly regretted getting on the yacht. So sometimes you finesse too hard.
Yeah.
And it backfires.
Mm-hmm.
And from this experience, we quite literally were on a yacht. We're having a grand time and eventually had to jump off a crashing yacht onto a deck and run away from the police that were coming for the boat. So we'll leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Summertime fun. Summertime flirtiness.
Summertime shenanigans.
Little spritz in hand, running away from sirens.
In the pouring rain. How are we closing out?
I don't know. Bye.
I mean, listen to us next week. Bye.
And that's the Playgirl Playbook.
Good night.